It's for the press. I like to go see how the professionals do it.
Vamos, vamos.
In progress. U11 in progress. U11 complete. 1210 in progress. U11 complete. ULB in progress. Floor 11 in progress. Looks like we have a situation here.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch, and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate, and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's going to track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
Progress. 113B in progress. Complete. $12.10 in progress. We've got a situation here. One 13 complete. $12.10 complete. 311A in progress. In progress. Officer update. Looks like we have a situation here. A complete.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn. I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would... Now they're knocking on... In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run, and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder. Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank. At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the Mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a Mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
progress. Nine ton B in progress. A in progress. Two-10 complete. We've got a situation here.
Alto Abdul. Re racista ahora. Alto Abdul.
Nine ton B complete.
No, la concha.
A complete. Two-12 in progress. 12 complete. In progress.
Oli,
Man here earlier.
¿cómo anda?
What man?
No está
Who let him
transmitiendo
on
ese
this
Gonzalo
floor?
porque
I don't
no
know.
respondías.
I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and left.
Damn. Okay, let's see about this.
Estoy re dormido, ¿no?
Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo. But I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in. My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse. Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you.
Hijo de
No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious.
Sí,
But of
más vale,
course,
ya no se
we
consume.
must
Ahí
work with
termina
new
también
people
este día
and
y
find out new
entra
names.
otro.
So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher
Una mezcla de
Sand.
tinta.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that.
Este el mafioso.
Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone.
Oh, qué
Start
leche.
today.
Ah, sí puede ser. A ver. Lo bajé el otro día. A ver, hola, 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 hola. Ahí está. Sí, lo he bajado, porque otra cuando estábamos saliendo el grupo nosotros,
80 out of
con vos.
100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a mafia whore.
Una mafia whore.
Fearing for my life.
Dice que sí, que ahí pongo el second son. El segundo hijo.
What's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
Infamous es como sin fama. No, Infamous tiene otra traducción, me parece. Es como mala fama. Oh, sí, mala fama. Amiguero. El second son ahí. Vos sos amigo de la mafia, amiguero. Tenía que haberle dado un rango, la que boludo que soy, no importa. Me mataron 3, ¿vos podés creer? 3 milicos. Multa. Que sepas que no estamos satisfechos con la eficiencia de perdón. Vamos a recortar tu presupuesto. Chupame las bolas. Pierde una plaza de trabajo, eliminar una plaza ocupada, se despide automáticamente a un empleado. Y bueno, vamos a sacar a... no, de la segunda plaza no puedo porque tengo muy viejos. Escoria social no tener efectivo. Ah, mira, claro, como decir mala fama vendría a ser. Bosuro. Miembro de banda. Quan Shin Lin ha resultado ser un miembro de una banda conocida como las Máscaras Rojas. Él podría ayudarte a acabar con la banda si lo conviertes en informador. Enfermo. Empieza a investigar. El no famoso. Que dice Ayuntamiento. Bao Liang dio varias entrevistas en las que hablaba de la atrocidad. Hija de mil. Yo tengo re poquito porque no entré ahora. Jaja, igual atrapé uno hoy cuando llegué a casa. Se recreó bastante distorsionado el hecho. Si quiere evitar que cuando el pánico tendrás que mantenerlo 4 días. Bah, 4 días, como mierda. Despide a todos los polineros. Jack, juraste servir a la ciudad. Si tú no cumples tus promesas, nosotros tampoco lo haremos. Pero la concha de tu madre. Plaza agente, ya puedes contratar a un agente de policía más. ¿Joya? Me sacaron una y me dieron una. Y no despedí a los policías negros. Because soy muy buena persona. Lo voy a contratar para el turno A. Y después vamos a pasar del turno A al turno B. Turno hay mucha gente y el turno B no hay nadie, así que cuando lo vamos a mover al turno B, me parece. Sí, son hijos de puta, me pedían que transfiera uno de y iba a mandar a cuando o cuando ya lo había mandado. Ah, no me acuerdo, bueno, no importa. ¿Qué te decía? Ah, me pedían que despida a todos los que están todos los negros de niggas, old niggas. No me preguntes por qué. Supuestamente hay una banda de racistas más sueltos. golpeando a la gente. Pero soy milico, o sea, donde viene un racista le metes un tirazo en medio de la cabeza y chao. Un joven empleado en una fábrica ha comenzado a arañar a la gente que intenta tirarlo en la cuba. Y bien, bueno. Vamos a mandar a Grant. Vamos a mandar a San. A ver este. Bien. Asasan Anápolis. Asasan Barabis. A ver qué andiña. Pero no me maten a ninguno en este turno. Ya me matan a otro. 3 perdí recién. En una sola misión. ¿Todo por qué? Por no querer dispararle al chabón porque tenía a un civil de rehén. El guardacoches Dylan Burns dice haber visto a un adolescente caminar entre los coches, probando manijas por si encontraba uno abierto. Antes de que el encargado se le pudiera acercar, el joven dio con uno abierto y se encerró dentro. Unos segundos más tarde salió del aparcamiento toda pastilla, superando el límite de velocidad, y huyó hacia las afueras. Vamos a mandar a Price, que está medio viejita, y vamos a mandar a Austin, o sea, yo mismo. Hola. A ver qué onda con esto. Espero que no se pongan... Espero que no le pinte sacar un arma. Tengo que esperar 5 días por una petición nueva. Los agentes han determinado que la ubicación del ladrón del coche. Adelantar al delincuente y bloquear el camino. Adelantar al delincuente y tratar de detenerlo. Ponerte a la altura del vehículo robado y abrir fuego. No. Y tratar de detenerlo. Si lo adelanto y trato de detenerlo, capaz que abre fuego el pechón. No puedo ponerme al lado y dispararle porque capaz que me equivoqué de auto. Adelantar y bloquear el camino, me va a llevar puesto por delante. ¿Qué hago? Tratar de detenerlo, ya fue. Ay, gentil, eso joya. Bueno. El sueño lloroso, ya voy, tenía contra su voluntad. No me dejan salir, me torturan e intimidan, no puedo más, quiero salir y ver a Pete. Quiere ver Pete el pendejo. Retrolazo. Vamos a mandar estos 3. Quiere ver mucho Pete. Lo malo es que no me dejan mandar al SWAT. Yo mandaré al SWAT a todas las misiones. Pero bueno. A ver. Hemos recibido una llamada de un cliente de un casino enfadado. Afirma que una de las chicas del casino que rondaba su mesa le ha birlado la cartera en la que llevaba en efectivo y varias tarjetas de crédito. La seguridad del casino lo ha echado argumentando que estaba borracho, pero él no piensa rendirse fácilmente. Bueno. Vamos a mandar a 2. Por las dudas. Jack, tenemos a un cretino que se niega a pagar sus deudas. Dice que la policía lo protegerá. Creo que es hora de demostrarle de qué lado está la policía. Uy, la con... Bueno, vamos a darle a Kochi. Me van a cagar un tiro, pero bueno. ¿Una tormenta? No, es el juego. Tiene sonido como de tormenta. A ver, voy a subir el video a ver cómo suena. Tiene sonido como de tormenta. Sí, es el juego, ¿verdad? Re realista. Mención con arma. ¿Qué dice? Una salida a un parque, un guardia de seguridad detuvo una furgoneta de aspecto sospechoso y le pidió a la conductora el carnet de socia. Esta largó tranquilamente la mano hacia la guantera, entonces sacó una pistola y abrió fuego. ¡No! Modo nazi. Vamos a mandar a este, vamos a mandar a este, vamos a mandar a este y vamos a mandar a este. No puedo mandar apoyo, hijos de puta. A ver, informe. Oído. Agente de eso. Joya. Toma renes. La madre de Joseph Lowry no lo dejaba salir hasta que se hubiera comido el brócoli. Qué hija de puta, pendejo de mierda. quería ver Pete. Pete es el que te va a tragar, pendejo, si no te comes todo el brócoli. Sí, me hicieron... Un coche de policía consiguió alcanzar la furgoneta de la delincuente. Dispararon el neumático de la furgoneta, intentar echar a la furgoneta de la carretera. Usa el megáfono para ordenar a la conductora de la furgoneta que pare. Claramente, si uso el megáfono para ordenar a la conductora que pare, capaz que me dispara. Porque si ya disparó el otro guardia, disparó el neumático de la furgoneta. Con un giro brusco, la furgoneta se estampa contra el escaparate de un sex shop. Bueh. La mujer sale del vehículo y se mete un consolador por el orto, no mentira. Y agarra el dependiente local y le apunta a la cabeza con un choto de goma. Disparar a la delincuente a la cabeza, suelta a ese hombre ahora mismo, lanzarle una muñeca inflable al asaltante. Pero pasa que si le disparo a la cabeza le voy a pegar al chabón. ¿A quién mandé acá? Acá mandé gente especializada igual. Ay, ¿qué hago, mamita? ¿Qué hago? ¿Muñeca? ¿Muñeca? ¿Juega muñeca? Ya fue, ¿no? Ay, yo soy un policía de mierda. Menos mal que me dediqué a la medicina. ¿Qué hago, boludo? ¿Le disparo? ¿Lo suelto? Suelta a ese hombre ahora mismo, coño. Como que me llamo... Muñeca, 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 muñeca. Infectó atrapado, vamos con la muñeca. La muñeca, la muñeca, la muñeca, la muñeca. Oh, amigo, re bien. Civil e ileso todo. Aguante la muñeca, papá. Todo muñeca. Muñecas inflables. No solo sirven para culear, sino también para detener a posibles sospechosos de asesinato. Investigación abierta. Creo que va este. Va este y va este. ¿No es así? Puta madre. Va este. Va este y va este. Puta madre. Va este. No, ¿qué hice? Investigaciones acá. Detalles. Archivo. No. Bueno, estoy haciendo cagada. Reabrir el caso. Ay, qué boludo que soy. No, esto no. Bueno. El primero... es verdad, está entrando, qué boludo. A ver, y ahora... Acá donde tengo que ir, a detalles, supongo. Acá, el primero a último, entonces. Este... tenés razón, va este. Después va este y después este. Muy bien. Tenés razón. Niejin, inmigrante chino. Qué raro, los orientales. Otra vez. Oficialmente no ha trabajado en ningún sitio en los últimos 10 años. Chopechosa. ¿Qué es esto? Posesión de artículos robados. Hace un año Yang pasó a ser propietario de la casa y registró como un regalo con su creación impuesta. Tengo que enviar a 2 agentes. Vamos a enviar a Grant y vamos a enviar a Jancy. Jancy. Por posesión de artículos robados. Y vamos a mandar al SWAT. ¿Por qué? Porque podemos y porque queremos. SWAT. Open the door. FBI, open the door. Infectado atrapado, muy bien. Todavía sigue vivo el viejo de Grant. Pasa que se mantiene bien. Igual Grant es la mina. Price es la vieja en realidad, pues son una vieja, me parece. La vieja... Ah, tengo que terminar, ¿no? Ah, si no termino. Terminar el día. Che, a esta vieja vamos a dar un descansito. No, ordené a trabajar mañana, no, vamos a dar descansito, dije. Terminar el día. Metros que tengo acá. Acá tengo una banda de milicos. Voy a tener que modificar eso porque tengo una banda. Yo estoy prendido. Y si rollo... ¿Cómo escondió en el parte? Bueno, se compra un auto bueno, el hijo de puta este. Venía a apretar el plato yo con ese. Supongo que con los que vaya ganando se vaya a comprar uno nuevo. No sé por qué. Dale.
The people of Freeburg have built up a tolerance for the petty horrors of modern life. You'll never see crowds gathering around a beaten. Folks rarely even slow to gawk at a car accident. And street theft doesn't turn heads anymore. Been a long time, so when I ran into a troubled crowd on the way to work, I knew there was something serious going on. Something... And we're talking about people who would step over a corpse if it was blocking the door to the coffin. But apparently all it takes is a bunch of leaflets, or spreading broken glass across Main Street. The mysterious figure taking responsibility for these strange acts goes by the alias Rob. Nobody knows who he is, what he wants, or what all this adds up to from the buckets of lard spread on the side. But this strange cross between childhood pranks and cheap theatrics has got the people all worked up. Everyone understands when some Freeburg crook satisfies. But when someone steals a lion from the local zoo and locks... Myself, I kinda like this Robespierre. It's not just the pranks he's pulling or his green bulls. Who does that make me? The Marquis de Lantenac? I don't think so. In the old books about revolutions. Or maybe the innkeeper who tops up the beer kegs with mop water.
Bueno, listo, vamos a jugar al otro. Martin Stead es tu nuevo ayudante. He bebido demasiado y no creo que pueda mantener la compostura. ¿Puedo irme a casa? Sí, borrachín. Han reventado una ingeniería de mi casa y tengo que esperar a que llegue el fontanero. ¿Me da el día libre? No. Justo en esta encima no tengo personal. Bueno, sí. Ya está. Vamos a subirle nivel a Fishbatch. Es un empleado. Y el resto que aguante. Pero bueno, listo. Vamos a cerrar este y vamos a ir al otro. Ahora prendo vuelta.